Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. Today I'm in the book of Daniel in chapter 8 in the Old Testament in the King James Version of the Holy Bible. Chapter 8. In the third year of the reign of King Belshazzar, which is Nebuchadnezzar's son, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. So this is his second vision, or second dream. And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass, when I saw, that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river Ulai, and that's in Iran. Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram, which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable or conspicuous horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with rage against him, and smote the ram, and brake his 2 horns. And there was no power in the ram to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground, and trampled upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. So the 1 horn was broken off, and 4 more came up, that all pointed in the 4 directions of the earth, the 4 winds of the heaven, which is north, east, south, and west. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great, or grew very great, toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land, or the glorious land. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host, and of the stars to the ground, and stamped or trampled upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. Or now he was exalted, and he exalted himself as high as the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice, or the temple sacrifices, was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary, the temple, was cast down. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifices, to oppose the daily sacrifices by reason of transgression. And it cast down, or he cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered, or he did all this. Then I heard one saint, or one holy one, speaking, and another holy one, or a saint, said unto that certain holy one which spake, How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice, or the temple sacrifice, and the transgression of desolation, or making desolate, to give both the sanctuary and the host, that would be us, to be trodden under foot? And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, which is about 6.3 years, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, even I, Daniel, had seen the vision and sought for the meaning, then, behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man, or one looking like a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man understand the vision. Now, Gabriel is the angel. He's most often the one that's sent to deliver messages. So he came near where I stood, and when he came, I was afraid and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, Understand, O Son of Man, for at a time of the end shall be the vision, or it'll occur in the end time. Now as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep on my face toward the ground, and he touched me and set me upright. And he said, Behold, I will make thee known what shall be in the last end, or the last days of the indignation. For at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia, or Iran. Iran. And the rough goat is the goat of Grecia, or Greece. And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now, that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power, or not with his, I think it would be authority, but let me double check that. Or with his power. They won't have his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, or their fullness, a king of fierce countenance, and understanding dark sentences or riddles, shall stand up, or arise. That would be the Antichrist. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, or completely. Let me double check that. Yeah, fearfully. And shall prosper, and practice, or accomplish, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. In Revelations it says that for a time Satan will be given the power over the saints to hurt and kill. And this is what this verse is saying. And through his policy, or his cunning, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, or deceit, which we all know that he is the father of a lie and a murderer from the beginning. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace, or prosperity, shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the Prince of Princes. But he shall be broken without hand, without any human means. Because it will be a spiritual Our Father in heaven is spirit. And the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore, shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. So it shall be at the end times. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. But now in the end times we understand it. We understand that Satan will come and he will trample on the saints. But then when he tries to take down the Prince of Princes, he's not going to be successful, and it will be done without the help of any human beings. So, I love you.